How come you want something so bad that you feel butterflies when you think about it, but you just can't get yourself to take action that will get you closer to that thing? No matter how hard you try, you're just stuck in this cycle where you keep thinking about the thing you want, you keep seeing other people have it, and you can't get yourself to do anything about it. The reason for this is way deeper than you might think, and I'll tell you what it is, but I'll tell you what it's not first. It's not that you're lazy. And before we get into it, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you like this video, because I want as many people as possible to see this message because they need it. Because believe it or not, there are quite a lot of people who feel that same way you do, and they can't do anything about it. But after watching today's video all the way until the end, you'll finally understand why this is happening to you and what you can do about it and what you should do about it. The reason for this goes way back. And no, it's not just social media. Television was invented way before social media, and it had pretty much the same effect on people, just at a lower scale. The reason for this feeling that it's almost like sleep paralysis, where you keep watching life happen and you can't do anything about your dreams and goals. You can't get yourself to take action, regardless of how bad you want to, is simply that we are more separated than ever. And no, not just in a social sense, not just amongst each other, we are separated from our own true self. You are so far out of reach with your own self that you don't even know what you would do in this situation, so you end up doing nothing because you literally, quite literally, don't know what to do. You're not lazy, you're addicted to cheap dopamine. Cheap dopamine that comes from junk food and that comes from scrolling and playing games. Those things got you so hooked that you spend more time on those than you do with your own self and than you do with your friends and loved ones. You know this trend that has been going on where people say your For You page says a lot about you. You know, the reason that your For You page says a lot about you is not because your phone knows where you grew up, what you grew up doing, and who you grew up around. No. The reason for that is that your For You page quite literally shapes who you are now, because you spend more time on it than you do out in the real world. This is getting ridiculous. You don't want to take real action. You want to be in the video game. You want to keep scrolling, because doing things out in the real world don't bring satisfaction, because you're addicted to the high levels of dopamine that are given to you by social media and technology. It's gotten so bad that kids right now are scrolling on social media for hours at a time. Just think about what these kids are gonna end up like when they grow up. It's just scary. It's scary to even imagine. When I think about my childhood, when I was 4, 5, 6 years old, you couldn't get me to go inside the house. I mean, I wouldn't even run in the house for lunch because I was scared that I wouldn't be let out to play again. And now, walking across those same neighborhoods, seeing those same play yards and swings that are completely empty, no kids are ever outside. It's just scary to see the world we've come to. That is the reason that you feel like this. The same reason those kids are gonna feel like this. They're not even gonna know why. The strange kind of pain that certain people experience. You want more out of life. You want freedom. You want success. You want to become that version of yourself from your imagination, but your actions don't match your ambition. And nothing hurts more than knowing that you have potential, but you can't do anything about it. If this sounds like you, this video is not to judge you. This video is to explain why you feel like this and how to finally break out of it. See, you're not lazy, you're just overwhelmed by the gap between who you are right now and who you want to become. Because social media has made it so accessible for you to get that feeling of success, to get that dopamine rush, to the point where the small steps that it takes on a daily basis for you to get to that big goal you have are so dissatisfying to you, to where you just cannot get yourself to take the steps. So as an ambitious person, you experience a very specific kind of paralysis. Your dreams are big, your expectations are high, your standards are higher than most people's entire personalities. And because your goals are so big, the gap between your dream life and the life you have now seems impossible. So instead of moving forward, you do nothing. Instead of taking small steps, you freeze. Instead of taking action, you wait for the right time. And this is how I can tell that you're not lazy. Lazy people don't feel bad about doing nothing. Ambitious people do. So your problem isn't laziness. Your problem is the inability to take small steps and starting small. Here's what ambitious but lazy really ties down to. You want the result, but you don't want the identity. You want to get the thing, you want to achieve the goal, but you don't want to go through the hard path that it takes to get to that goal. But you're missing the whole point. You can't have a rainbow without a little rain. All the people that have reached the point in their life where you want to be, the reason they're there is because they went through all the battles. They learned all the lessons necessary that were taught to them by life in order to get to that point. Because of social media's effect on you, you want to be naturally great. You want everything to feel effortless. You want everything to click without having to go through the messy part. But see, that's not how success works. Before you get the results, you must become the person that deserves them. Otherwise, you won't be able to maintain them anyways. So trust me, you don't want to get these results the easy way or on accident, because that is just not sustainable. Here's the kicker. It's not that you don't take action. You take plenty action, just in the wrong direction. Scrolling gives you dopamine. Food gives you dopamine. Entertainment gives you dopamine. So your brain is just being trained to chase the feeling of achievement without actually achieving anything. That's why you feel so exhausted without doing any real work. The reason most ambitious people stay stuck is because they don't genuinely believe they can become the person they desire. You don't fear failure, you fear responsibility that comes with the success. Because if you succeed, you lose your excuses, you lose your comfort. You get out of your comfort zone. So it's easier for you to hide behind potential. Potential is comfort. Potential feels like I could have done it, but success means I did it and now I have to maintain it. If you stay lazy, you get to keep your fantasy of thinking you could have done it. You could be great, but if you try, you risk to destroy the fantasy forever. You don't need motivation, you need momentum. Ambitious people wait for motivation like it's a miracle. They want to suddenly wake up one day feeling unstoppable. But even if you get that little rush of motivation through your body, it is not enough to sustain long-term growth and to actually make anything real. Instead, you have to take the first small step. That's when you wake up. Your brain wakes up. It gets excited. It wants to continue. You don't need to feel good to start. You need to start so you can feel good. This is the biggest killer of ambition. You only want to do things that you know you can do perfectly. You don't start the gym because you want the perfect routine. You don't start the project because you want the perfect plan, and you don't take action because you want the perfect result. Well, perfect is a dream. Starting is reality. Just lower your standards, not for the goal. The goal can be huge, but the first step must be small. Discipline is not built in the gym. Discipline is built in identity. Your identity comes first. Actions follow. Stop saying I'm lazy, I procrastinate. Your brain will believe you and it will act accordingly. Start saying I'm learning discipline. I'm becoming someone who does the difficult things. And for an identity shift, whether you like to hear it or not, it will take real effort, and quite a lot of it, because you have absolutely destroyed your identity by scrolling on social media. You don't even know who you are. Start by just dedicating 10 minutes out of your day to put every single distraction away. Leave your phone in the other room. Leave your laptop. Leave everything. Turn off the lights. Turn off the TV. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Connect with your own true self again. Remember who you are. The focus shouldn't be on your goals first. The focus should be on who you are and what your purpose is. What you really want to do, even if you didn't get paid for it. This is a process where every answer is within you. You cannot get it from a YouTube video. You cannot get it from a book. I'm not saying books are bad or YouTube videos are bad. They're great for learning about tools that solve external problems. But you have an internal problem here. I hope you understand what I'm saying here. You have an internal problem. So the answer is within you. It is not outside. And if you keep sitting inside your comfort zone, your life will not change until your priorities hurt you. See, somewhere along the line it will happen. Somewhere along the line, 10 years from now, you will feel regret. You will snap back into reality and you'll realize that 10 years have gone by and you are now paying the price for inaction. And that's when you will start running around like you're on fire. That's when you'll start taking action. That's when you will change your life. But you don't have to wait until then. You can just take action now, at least by focusing on yourself. Starting with 10 minutes, then a week from now, it will evolve all the way up to an hour, and just start gaining that connection with yourself again. Because if I'm quite honest, how do you even expect to know what you want to do if you don't take the time to actually be with yourself and actually learn what you want to do? Actually just think about what you want to do without distracting yourself, without having your thoughts somewhere else always at all times. That's not good for you. Get your head out of your phone, out of the distractions. Don't wait for that pain to grow. Take action before life forces you to. So let's summarize how you break out of it. Step 1, stop thinking, start doing. You don't need a full plan. You need one small action. 10 push-ups, 10 minutes of work, 10 minutes of meditation. Just start. Step 2, remove the escape paths. Leave your phone in the other room. Turn off the notifications, delete the apps. Your environment dictates your actions. Step 3, make boredom your weapon. If you want to stop procrastinating, remove all the distractions. Set your phone aside and stare at a wall if you have to for 10 to 20 minutes. Just do nothing at all. You'll get so bored, your brain will start wanting to do the thing it was supposed to. Your brain will literally start begging you to do the real task. Reward consistency, not intensity. That's at first, of course. A tiny daily action beats one huge effort once a month. Step 5, attach pain to staying the same. Think about what your life will look like in 10 years if you don't change. Let that wake you up. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. You don't lack discipline. You lack urgency. You want to do it tomorrow. You think you'll start tomorrow. You think you have time. You think your future self will magically be more motivated. But you won't. If you don't change today, you won't change in a week. If you don't change this month, you won't change next year. Your future self is just you with the consequences of your choices today. You are one decision away from a completely different life. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to become the final product today. You just need one thing, a decision. One moment where you decide that you will stop taking your own excuses. One moment where you decide that you deserve more than a life built on comfort and regret. Ambition is useless without action. Potential is wasted without discipline. Dreams are meaningless without effort. But the moment you start, even with the smallest action, everything shifts. And remember, never quit, because a winner is just a loser who gave it one more shot. It's that simple. Just keep going, keep trying, no matter what, and you will get there, because nobody has ever not gotten the results while giving it their all. It's such a simple yet a hard thing to do for everyone. But remember, it isn't easy, but it is simple. If this video gave you the push you needed, make sure you're subscribed and like this video. This will help me reach more people who need to hear this message. And if you have the drive and the funds to start going after your desires, and you want to see how dedicating myself to crypto just over a year ago got me to now be able to make stacks like this on a weekly basis, then all you need to do is click the first link in the description. That will take you to my Instagram. Follow me and DM me the word crypto so I can teach you. You're not lazy. You're just one decision away from waking up the version of you the world hasn't seen yet.